If you're a man, you don't cry about it. You take life, the ups and downs. If you're a real man, you never go down, you just stay up. That's why this sport coat costs $800 and that costs $200. And I don't know what that costs, I'd be ashamed to wear it. That's why I'm wearing lizard shoes and a Rolex watch.
Importing it, snorting it, any competition extorting it, anything I want affording it, got enough crack to get forward a hit, turn a saint to a sinner, lose to a winner, whether old school or upbeat, getting my shit's the best, Rick's the best, have your heart beating right out your chest, that Ric Flair like, woo! That Ric Flair like, woo! This is all I do, I got that Ric Flair like, woo! Woo! Styling, profiling, that Ricky make a girl go, woo!
All right, you reach Goblin and Ogre.
We are at what's the dojo called again?
Kung Fu Hall.
Kung Fu Hall Dojo. Yeah.
And we're here with Matt Baxter.
Matt Baxter, who's
documenting his journey from being a faggot to the world champion, right? Yeah.
From pussy to powerhouse, Matt Baxter. Yeah, we're at the Kung Fu Hall Dojo because it's warm. That's the main reason I think I'm here.
It's rather chilly tonight, but the real reason we're here is because I thought that we were going to record first, and then there's going to be a lesson.
Yes.
Or the reverse of that. I thought there was going to be a lesson, and then we record after.
Then we'll record, yeah.
As it turns out, we're recording during the lesson.
Yes.
So you're going to hear a lot of shit in the background. Look, I don't think he needs more training.
No,
He's clearly got it.
Yeah. He's made it. This is what the finished product looks like. I should just film on my phone at the same time, and I'll superimpose it on the video.
That's brilliant.
Or, as I say, I'll say things that I'm going to do on the podcast, and it never comes to fruition.
This will be Patreon.
This is Patreon. Is Matt Baxter prepping to? Look at him dodging. Dodging. What is it? Dodging. Yeah. Definitely being made. Look,
you want me to film?
What? Yeah. You can film. You want to keep filming him? Here you go.
Let
me switch it to video.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know how much memory I have left, but that's not the word. Memory. and then the two guys who probably most need a workout, Fat Lee and Fat Daniel, are just watching.
Yeah, Jake, this is his place.
Yeah.
He came up to me earlier and tapped my tummy, and he's just, and I know it's like real, but that made it extra real.
That made it, when a professional says, "I can tell body wise you are fatter."
Yeah,
it's not just a joke.
I mean, I feel like I'm transforming into something I don't recognize anymore, dude.
I don't recognize you either.
Yeah.
You used to be the malnourished friend. Like, I used to make fun of you that you weren't in shape, but, like, on the other spectrum of my end. You know, like, I was a fat guy who's not in shape and needs to lose weight. You were a skinny, no-muscle guy that needed to gain muscle. And we needed to meet somewhere in the middle. But now you just met me on my end. Met me on the fat side.
And I've talked a lot of shit about fat people.
Yeah.
I've always been like, how the fuck do you let it get so bad? Like, what the hell? And I'm seeing myself slip and
this is how it starts.
And slip, yeah.
It's exactly. A slippery. You think, here's the problem with getting fat, is because I wasn't always fat. At 18, I was like, I guess you could say I probably needed to like do more to like get abs or whatever. I had a little chubbiness, but very little. If I show you pictures of me at 18, you're like, what did you do to yourself?
Yeah.
But it's like slowly one person goes to you, you gained a little weight or something like that. They like poke you in the stomach, and you still think, I can turn it around though.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. I can turn it around.
I also think that because I'm where I'm at in my life right now with in my relationship, that I'm comfortable, and that's what helps the sneaky pounds come on.
Oh yeah.
And my girl fills my head up with how sexy I am. How hot she thinks I am.
Yeah.
So she means it. I can tell she means it.
Yeah.
But it's helping me maybe slip more and more because I'm getting extra comfy.
She's giving you positive reinforcement to negative behavior, which is butting tamale titties
and drinking a lot of beer.
Yeah. Beer will do it.
And fucking eating a lot of carbs.
Yeah, because beer are carbs.
Yeah.
And carbs are carbs.
They really are.
I've watched enough Joe Rogan to learn that the worst thing I'm doing is having pasta and a beer with my pasta. Oh yeah, he's gonna. You can tell he's gonna get winded real soon. This is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And don't listen to us, by the way, because I don't actually want to affect your training. I don't actually want to affect your training. He's doing that, but he doesn't know.
I believe in Matt. You know what? You know why I believe in Matt right now? Because he said this. He's like, I'm tired of being a fucking loser. And when you say that shit, that's got to be painful to say to a degree. So I believe that Matt's serious this time.
You know what? I'm actually watching this. It gives me an idea to give to our events producer. Is for our next fight that we do, even if it's in 2 years from now, is I would rather Jake train 2 people from 0 to hero, and then they fight. Like, what's that UFC show? Yeah, he loves that idea. See, what's that UFC show? Ultimate Fighter.
Right.
So they fight at the end of the season, right? So we won't make it Matt because Matt's we don't want him see him get punched in the face. But we find 2 comedy zeros, and we'll and I'm gonna say pay on camera, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll just buy a lot of drugs from somebody and it'll work out. We'll get them in his classes. Jake will coach them and bring them, and then a year from now, then they fight, and it's a big fight.
Right. If any, but Jake still has to defend his title, so he would be main eventing somebody.
Right. Whoever wins immediately after has to fight Jake. And Jake knocks them out because they're exhausted. It doesn't matter how well they learn from him.
They got a pulled shoulder.
That should be hot already.
I'll fight any woke comedian anywhere.
Oh yeah, I think it did turn off. Yeah. Go ahead. Say that again.
I will fight any woke comedian
anytime,
anywhere,
any day.
anytime. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
We're looking at you, Olivia Stadler. That'd be one hell of a brawl.
That's one thing I don't think will happen is you won't convince a woke comedian to, especially not do a year of training with him.
Wait,
I don't want to say a year, maybe 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months training. We pay whatever the 3 months is to train.
Yeah.
And Lee's looking at me every time I say pay. He's like, we got to figure something out.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this idea? I missed it.
So, we find 2 comics.
2 comics?
Who are bums out of shape. They don't have to be fat, but bums out of shape. And we pay for 3 months of training. And then they fight after that. Instead of just throwing like Charlie against Jake.
Yeah.
Like Ultimate Fighter, we get them ready. And we film little Patreon things of the training on the way. So for promos. It's a very good idea.
All right, so we should get, I think, 2 Indian comedians
yes.
to participate in this.
Nebin and Mitchell Elvis.
That would actually be a solid undercard.
Yes. Mitchell would never do it, but yeah.
Mitch won't.
But something like that, akin to that.
What about Neil the Nutman?
By the way, I would love to see that. I don't know if you'd do it, though. By the way, when you first sat down, audio-wise, it's hilarious. It was all you breathing. Lee, you want to peek at this camera? Does that look diagonal to you? Doesn't that look kind of diagonal to you? Am I crazy? Or you think it's fine?
I think it looks okay.
Okay, all right.
I'll check.
Yeah, do a little double. Just a peek. Do I look sideways?
No, it looks good.
Okay, cool.
We're not known for our cinematography anyway.
That's true.
At Goblin Ogre.
My plan is to get different cameras and angles and then quit the podcast. Like do one beautifully shot.
Goblin Ogre 3D.
Yeah.
And then quit.
More interactive. 3D glasses and quit.
No, we'll do 4D where it shoots like almond milk at you during our cum jokes. Have you ever been in one of those movies where it like sprays water at you?
I
or like the sequel Rumble.
I did one of those at Universal Studios. It was Alien, I think. It was like an alien movie.
So stupid.
Yeah. It was cool though.
You liked it?
Look, I was a little kid, so I can't
your kid's cool.
Yeah.
Like SpongeBob SquarePants at Wonderland.
I bet you that's fun.
No, it's fun as fuck when you're a kid, yeah.
No, I meant if we went right now.
Bro, sorry guys.
Yeah, go ahead. You got to keep.
You guys have fun talking like a bunch of little bitches. me and the real men got to get after it.
We're just commentating on what we see. We're just two frightened girls.
I'm definitely the guy in Rocky V who goes, touch me and I'll sue. touch me and I'll sue.
I'm the fucking, I'll tell my brother, like. He has a rich daughter.
Yeah, he has a rich daughter who could pay people to beat you up.
Exactly. You'll never be seen again.
Yeah, how embarrassing would be to go to your niece and say, hey, can you pay these guys to protect me? Your uncle has gotten himself into some hot water.
It would be embarrassing, but the key to that is to feel no shame.
Yeah.
This is just my advantage.
Yeah. You want to be... I know you would have no shame in being a hangers-on.
I mean, as long as, like... Because I look at it this way. It's my superpower.
Being a hangers-on?
Or just have the...
no shame.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That part of your... Yeah.
You know, like, there's always that bad guy... in the movies who's just like, oh, do you know who my father is? You know who you're messing with? Yeah, we're fucking with you, but we don't realize all the murderers that you have on your side.
Yeah.
So I would be like, just pretty shameless about it, but like this is what God gave me as an advantage.
Yeah.
A rich niece.
A rich niece with ties to the underworld.
Yeah. Nah, it's just I'm kind of the opposite. I feel embarrassed having wanting to ask things.
Yeah.
It's just.
Have you asked for anything ever?
No. I've had gift little amounts of money years ago given to me. Like I think once my brother helped me with rent.
Yeah. Okay.
So things like that, but I don't get gifts or anything like that.
This is so clearly coming out on the mics, but that's okay. It's not music, so we don't have to cut it out.
Music. There's shouting.
Yeah, the music's not coming
punching.
on. The music is not coming through,
dude.
The shouting is definitely coming through.
This is gonna be unlistenable, dude.
No, it's a lot of yelling. I'm like, here, take it for a second. Just enjoy it, just for a second, to see how bad it is. You heard me so clearly.
I feel like we should just wrap up and go do a carcast.
You want to do a carcast?
Yeah, I think we should.
Well, we're 11 minutes in. Oh, man. Unless we go to Rivals.
You wanna?
We can, or we just deal with it. I don't know.
We could just deal with it, or record a carcast while driving to Rivals.
While driving to Rivals?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, we'll be right back, folks.
You can tell he's going to get winded.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. You want a couple?
Yeah. And don't listen to us, by the way, because I don't actually want to affect you. Go.
You have re-reached Goblin and Ogre.
We're resuming. This will be technically, it would have cut together real quick. So I'm probably just going to, people just saw a black space that says, to be continued. No, whatever.
All right, like this.
One moment, please.
Yeah, the show will go on
momentarily.
Yes,
and then
exactly.
it just jumps to, this is us in a car cast.
Perfect.
So why are we in a car cast right now, Lee?
Well, I guess some details surrounding our plans for the Kung Fu Hall were a little bit I want to say misunderstood. Maybe I didn't say enough. All right, so I thought we were going to record, and we may have mentioned it in there already.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to record a straight up podcast at the hall, and then whether it was before or after the training, I thought we were going to at least get some, the atmosphere of a podcast.
Sure, yeah.
Instead, what we got was an all-out UFC fighting style training session.
There's about 4 people being trained in the gym right now.
Yes.
Doing sparring and everything. And Halsey, who I am a big fan of, Halsey, is yelling.
Very loud.
More!
Loud and black. And it really comes through the audio. So we've moved across.
To be very warm in the carcast.
Yeah.
Which is also, it's at least it's warm in here. I have the car on because this is our floodlights.
Sure.
For the podcast. No, it was not. I'm going to say it may be a fun watch. If it's listening only, most of it was fine. It was just the last 2 minutes right before we jump cut to this that I was like, you got to put the headphones on. And I think that's the first time you've ever had the headphones on and got to see how much.
Yeah, I've had them on before, but I couldn't really tell. I don't really have the ear for headphones. I guess. I just pick because I also you do this, or have you done this when you first started using the headphones? Like, yeah, they're on, but you're almost ignoring what's on the headphones, and you're trying to listen to what's happening outside.
Yeah. Sometimes I had to get past that. Yeah.
So that's what was kind of happening with me. So all I could tell was that it was very loud, and anything we said for those 11 minutes, nobody's gonna give,
nobody's gonna be like,
about.
"Oh, that was a good one."
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was the best intro, like first starting of an episode ever. No, you're not gonna get that here.
All right, let me ask you. We were watching Baxter. Do you think he's gonna stick with the boxing thing?
I hope so, but do I think he's gonna like go through with it? There's one thing he said that makes me believe in him. Yeah. Is that he's tired of being, as he puts it, a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when you get into the mode of I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna, I don't know, get slim, I'm gonna do. It's always like it's never that like I'm a piece of shit. It's always like you know what, man, I think it's like I'm gonna try this.
Yeah.
This was like the determined. I'm tired of hating myself. I'm going to do this. So I think he's got the right motivation. And I believe he could do it.
I also imagine it'll help with both his impending ventures because he's trying to have a cleaning company.
Yeah.
I'm sure to clean, you need some sort of stamina.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also going to be teaching men how to be more sociable and hit on women and stuff like that. That also, you should probably not be a fat tub of lard.
Yeah, schlubby retard who should brush his teeth, yeah. You don't want to pay that guy $16.99 an hour.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be pretty mad if I paid for like hit on girl courses, and the guy shows up and he's missing a tooth.
Oh, I just came back from sparring class.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. But you know what would be like kind of good too? It's like you don't want the guy to show up either like
beautiful and like
Hitch, like that Will Smith movie. Because then you go like, oh, I could never be like this guy. You almost want a toothless, smelly guy to show up,
and he shows you him fucking beautiful women.
He's like, listen, you could do all that perfumed, put together, tailored approach. You know what? That'll probably get you a few more points. But the basics on how to talk to women, how to approach them, this is that. It doesn't. You don't need
nothing
all
to do
that.
with that. Yeah.
Dude, I fucking commute to Toronto in the morning, right, to go to work when I'm working in the city. Twice now I've seen this couple, a homeless couple.
Yeah,
it's just a guy and a girl on one of those steam like floors or what do you call it? Like where the steam comes out in this like.
Oh yeah.
Well, they got their bed laid out. The grates, steam grates, and they got like their bed laid out and shit.
Yeah.
And she's like so dedicated to him. So you could even be, and I'll bet that guy has good game. You know what I mean? Like for her to like stick with him. Hey, what up?
Yo.
How's the class going, buddy?
I just got my ass kicked
by Sid,
by the
by
lady,
a 6-year-old ex-hooker.
We've all been there.
Just got the trauma of like 10,000 Johns on me. Like it's all my fault. What happened to her uncle, her dad, everybody. She was a fierce competitor. Dude.
Oh man, that mic is cutting out. All right, hold on. You hold this one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, go with that one for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were just discussing like, do you think Matt's gonna stick to this? And I said, yeah, I believe so. I had my reasons as to like why I'm leaning that way. But Matt, how serious are you taking this?
There was other times in my life where I'm like, I want to change everything and be a different person. But in my gut, I knew that I was going back. This time, dude, I got beaten so bad by life. I actually think I'm going to commit to all the things I'm doing. Yeah. Because I just can't be that guy anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Like, after the third time of getting robbed by homeless methods, I'm like, enough is enough. I need to learn how to fight.
And you know, you're like a big enough guy where I feel like I think Matt has brute strength. So if like he threw a punch at you and it connected, it could, I think, fuck you up. But Matt, it's just like, I think he wants to learn technique because you ever feel like you're about to defend yourself in one of those situations and you're like just gave up immediately out of fear. but realistically, you probably could have taken. So you're trying to wipe out the fear.
Well, it's like comedy. Do you want to do your yuck yuck showcase after doing 50 open mics or doing 0 open mics? You know what I mean?
Well,
You're going to feel more prepared.
I would do it after a few beers.
That's why we're doing a podcast in a car, you fucking retard.
This is Lee.
No, but like, you know what I mean. Maybe it's not a perfect metaphor, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You sort of feel prepared.
And the style of fighting though that you're kind of into, is it boxing or is it?
I like boxing. Yeah,
boxing.
I like boxing. I like this.
Oh,
I like this. I like the symmetry of it. It's kind of beautiful, like the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
How it's like just two hands.
Lee,
I like that.
you remember Lee used to have a big issue with non-boxing training.
Yeah, he's like
that comedians are doing.
Yeah.
You're doing your Muay Thai.
Yeah.
He used to get so mad.
I just feel, I don't know. I like boxing the best.
Yeah,
like
me
when you
too,
hear
too.
like, oh, that guy's got like is a gold glove fighter.
Yeah.
That's like scary to me.
Yeah.
When somebody says, oh, he's like a black belt or he's got like a what that.
No, I can't agree with you. I'm also scared of a guy who's a black belt.
I just feel like boxing, you could just be standing in front of a guy at a bar and he could just like pull out the strategic punch.
Yeah.
Karate, I feel like you have to like bow first and be like kind of like like distance a bit to get it done. I don't know. That's I could be completely wrong, but I fear boxers. I'm like that guy will like remove
But obviously,
your jaw.
technically, the best guys know everything. If you want to get technical about it,
Yeah, I think that's if it's a long-term one-on-one fight. But I watched an interview
like
with
John Jones fucks up most boxers, I would say, in an all-out
yeah.
fight.
Yeah, of course.
Because he can just like pick you up and throw you on the ground or whatever.
But I watched an interview with Michael Jai White. He was Spawn in the original Spawn movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's like super well trained as like a martial artist. Yeah, I'd say, because I don't think he doesn't do like official fights or anything like that. But he said honestly, if you're just gonna put your time to like learning one style or whatever, he's like, just go with boxing. Boxing is the most useful in most street fight situations. He's like, jiu-jitsu is so great, but the second there's more than like two people, they're just gonna fucking kick your head in while you're like wrestling with one person. So he's like, boxing or wrestling is kind of just, he's like, look, if you're just learning one, just fucking learn boxing and that's fine.
Kicking is also kind of pussyish to me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the act of throwing your foot. I don't like it. It looks gay. It looks like it's cheating. You're spreading your legs. I don't like it. I prefer the mano-a-mano punching. It's kind of like more impressive to me. So yeah, I think yes.
I love Lee as a fight commentator.
Muay
Thai is gay. And back to you, Joe.
The guy's kicking a lot, and he's like, "Well, this fight is gay."
No, I'm a terrible fight commentator. Like from fucking Jake and Charlie's thing.
Yeah.
Like fucking Ian and James
Easy
were good.
Yeah.
Because there was a left hook right there. Like they're actually calling the moves.
Yeah.
I'm just screaming into the mic.
Get him, fatty! Get him!
I can't wait for Lee to get knocked out. Then he wakes up. He's like, at least I like girls.
Yeah, he gets kicked in the head, and he's like,
I got
you kicked me, you what a homo you are for
My fucking
me.
toes imprinted on my face.
Oh, my girl destroyed my self-esteem the other day because I told her, I haven't been in a fight since I was like in
show you a mirror?
4th grade. That's good timing. No, I told her.
Boxing's all about timing, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the sweet science.
I made the mistake of telling her I haven't been in a fight since I was in like the 4th grade. Like I've been in bars where there was kind of a tussle or whatever, and I just I left. I'm like, I'm not gonna fight, right?
And you've never thrown a punch?
Not since the 4th grade. Well, like I've thrown, like me and my brother used to like box in our basement or whatever just to like stop being fat, and then we both stopped hanging out and got fat.
Sure.
No, I made the mistake of telling her that, and then now she's watching me and the way I deal with people road rage wise. Like I told a cyclist I was gonna fucking murder him, right? Like I'll yell at people, stuff like that, and then the other day she's like, but you've never been in a fight. You're not going to actually do anything.
Yeah.
And then I remember in that moment thinking, I think we have to break up now.
Oh my god, that's
Because
brutal.
if you know that about me, that's removed all my manhood.
Well, because
That's
now
brutal.
she doesn't. That's almost like her saying she doesn't feel safe with you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's terrible. Like, because she would almost rather, a woman I think would almost rather you at least fight, even if it's going to mean you get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
at
for
least you like stood up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's it. There's nothing worse than, fucking weaseling your way out of something. And then she has to go home with, with that fucking worm.
Dude, that's part of the reason why I have to do this. Like, I was just born innately a sissy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I remember in high school, like, people would be running off to Lackey's Bush to like watch the street fights or whatever. And even as a kid, my instincts were like, "Oh, that's mean. Like, they shouldn't be doing that." Like, and I would just go get a slice of pizza. Like, that was just who I was.
Yeah.
And then when I was 20, I started going to AA meetings, and like they kind of teach like, turn the other cheek and like see where people are coming from and like forgiveness and all this shit, right? So it just encouraged me to be a pussy even more.
Baxter was spreading the other cheek.
He misunderstood. He read it wrong. He thought he had to get ass fucked every time. Guys, let's not fight. Who wants to fuck me?
No, then because of this, like 3 times, I just got totally emasculated in front of my girlfriend, and like, this is fucking terrible. I cannot be this guy anymore. I'm not I'm not being a spiritual pussy who just forgives everybody. I need to learn how to fight.
Dude,
if I'm called to.
When you remember when I told you about Fabian choking me?
Yeah.
He did that in front of my girlfriend.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and I wasn't happy about that shit.
Of course not.
I was just because I was blackout drunk. I didn't know what was going on.
Your current girlfriend?
Yeah.
No, your current girlfriend or your
Current.
ex? Oh, okay.
Current girlfriend.
Because I was going to say that's probably why she stopped having sex with you.
That was because she found out me having sex with somebody else. No, but it's like the only reason like why I could still be kind of like buddies with Fabian.
Yeah.
Is because I still fucked up his pinky while he was doing that.
Oh, so that's like your out. That's your escape. Yeah.
Because as he was doing it, I was just like, what's happening? You're like, why is this going on?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is bothering me now. And then I reached for his hand.
Yeah.
Find his pinky, and I just cracked it.
Oh,
So I don't know if it still hurts him, but I mean that.
And did you guys stop after that,
Yeah, we
or
stopped after
yeah,
that.
yeah?
Yeah.
So that's
So you won.
Yeah.
that is. I would say it's a win, but that means you weren't going to get choked out because that's the real thing. Like I don't think you're allowed to do that in MMA. Like you can't grab a finger and
Well,
crack
there's a
it.
technique like for choking, like to make you pass out.
Was what you were doing like? Did that warrant that?
I was shouting. No, I don't think so. I was just loud and drunk.
Yeah, but you're always like that.
Yeah, but he had a thing like he didn't like loud noises or whatever. Yeah, he'll tell you himself. He's like, yeah, I'm kind of a faggot about it. And it's like, all right.
It's any noise though.
No, just loud, like
no,
obnoxious.
I told you one time my phone kept going off and I saw it. It pissed him off.
Yeah,
It's like an autistic thing. Like
I think so.
I guess.
Yeah.
But whatever it was, I mean, you saw that thing in the U.S. where that guy was acquitted for, what was it, manslaughtering that homeless guy on the subway? Some black guy who got choked. And a white guy came out and like
Daniel
choked him
Penny.
out, and he died as a result.
Daniel Penny was the guy who choked him. Yeah.
So I was listening to the details. I'm like, holy fuck, that could have been me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So because who was Artemis? She choked me out, like, and made me pass out. Like she knew how to do it.
Yeah.
She knew like the
Finger.
what
Yeah.
to do, and I passed out.
Lee's watching Fabian fuck his girlfriend from heaven. Muchacho!
It wouldn't be from heaven.
What do you mean? Where would you be?
Purgatory. I don't think I'm bad enough to go to hell, and I don't think I'm good enough to go to heaven.
Yeah, but a lot
I'll
of years in purgatory.
I'll be I'll be in
amount.
jail, like spiritual jail, where I'm not being tortured. I have no enlightenment. I'm just floating.
Yeah,
Kind of like regular life.
St. Peter's walking past your cell, and you're like, "Hey, you getting any closer?" And he just fucking laughs and walks away.
I don't know.
But yeah, no. That choking. Speaking of his choking, by the way, I rewatched the video where he chokes out Charlie.
Yeah.
And
Who choked out Charlie?
Fabian. We have it on camera. It's so fucking funny. But
Charlie has a thing where he's like, I can't be choked, right? Was that it?
Yeah. But rewatching it, oddly enough, like as more time passed and I got to know Charlie more, it's such a brutal video now. I wish it didn't happen. I'm never going to take it down, but I wish it didn't happen. Like I'm watching it, and watching someone get choked out that you like is a brutal like image. Like
it's kind of nerve wracking because you're like, when do I step in?
Yeah.
When do I whatever? Because you're also kind of like rooting for the guy who's being choked to get out of it.
Yes,
So you're just kind of standing around like, all right, when do I, do I kind of intervene now? Yeah, no, it's brutal.
Did you guys do the thing when you were kids where like you lean over and you take a bunch of deep breaths? You go,
Yes, and then you
and then they choke you against the wall and you faint.
Yeah,
dude, we would do that for hours. Just choke each other out for hours and hours, just laugh.
We did that in high school, like during lunchtime.
Yeah,
like across the street from the school.
Nah, I never did that.
It was pretty awesome.
You just choke each other out?
We would. Yeah, we went. Yeah, we would do that in high school. We went through phases. Like one week it was like choking each other out. Then it was like piranhas. You'd surround your buddy and like atomic wedgie them.
Yeah.
And then you would like the next week would hang your boot half it off your foot and lunge it off and like nut shot them. Yeah, we went through weeks.
How did these things spread to every school without the internet? Like just
I know,
word of mouth, every school did these things. It's so strange.
And I think it's like masturbation is also, even if it doesn't spread, boys will discover it.
Yeah.
Like we didn't do any of that. The only two ones that were very common was playing punch for punch.
Yeah.
We
right?
did that.
Punch until you give up, right? And then the other one was if your friend is like walking somewhere briskly, like if he's got any speed to it, is you kick the back of his heel.
Oh, so it like
so that
trips.
one, it trips because one foot clicks the other one and he falls on the ground. I hit my fucking friend Jeff. He was running and I clipped him because he had just like slapped me or something, and I still remember he's fucking like 2 meters in the air, lands on his stomach. It's the most beautiful sight I've ever seen in my life.
Well, it's like the whole, like you mentioned earlier, jerking off. When I started jerking off, I used 2 hands.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do.
I think I saw Ace Ventura.
I did too, but one was in my ass. I just knew that innately, and everyone's like, "Matt, what the fuck you doing at the slumber party?" I'm like, what is this how you do it?
It was an instinct,
Wait, you saw Ace Ventura?
There's
Are you
a
telling
part.
me you jerked off to the trans woman?
No, there's a part in Ace Ventura I think he's jerking off.
That's where you learned how to jerk off?
And that's where I learned.
Oh,
because it was the first time I saw it, and I was like, oh, I wonder what that's like. So I tried it with 2 hands, and yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that's... Even if you have a big cock, you don't use 2 hands. It's insane.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel... I tried it again, like, years after. And I was like, no, what was I thinking?
Yeah, I think we've talked about this, but I was a dry humper. So that's how I discovered that
Like
things
girl.
happen to your dick. Yeah. like a 16-year-old Asian girl.
Yeah. A lot of girls have told me, that they use the pillow thing. Like, they'll hump a pillow. It was what a lot of girls did. So
well, that makes more sense.
That's why Lee fucks fat pigs. He's the pet detective.
just dogs and pigs. Yeah.
You're not a chubby fucker, though, in real life, right?
No, I mean,
I've never heard...
had experiences with bigger women, but I think my thing has been, like, older.
Older.
Like fucking MILFs.
Did you get molested by an ant or something?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, no.
Well, he did tell that weird story where his friend's mom tried to fuck him. So it could be that he's just been stuck with that feeling, like that adrenaline since then of wanting to recreate. That's his dragon, is fucking an older woman.
Right.
I sum it up to my mom had a seamstress company, like she used to sew, and I think the first pair of like half a naked woman that I saw, I walked in on my mom measuring a woman for her.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
And I saw that, and that was like one of my first boners.
Yeah, kinks are always formed in childhood.
And it just stuck. Yeah,
that's funny. I don't even think I remember one of my first boners. Do you?
My first boner.
One of your first.
Like,
yeah, I actually do.
You.
I do. Like, because I think, like I was saying, kinks are formed in childhood. I remember I was at a party. It was like the first party of grade 9, and there was this brunette girl and a blonde girl just making out. And ever since then, just girls making out is like the peak for me. I know it's not even that weird. It's pretty.
No, I love it.
It's pretty vanilla, but like that is my number one thing: is girls fooling around with each other.
I love it.
And I've yet to have a threesome, but I'm making it happen like soon.
Hell yeah.
Oh, when I did,
I want regular threesomes. I like the contrast. So you want like a light skinned girl and like a brunette white girl, or like, they got to be different types.
I hate chicks making out.
You hate chicks making out?
I know.
That's how much of a homophobe you are?
I swear to God.
That's so fucking retarded.
I was with my girlfriend watching something that was like a lesbian thing.
Yeah.
And she kept peeking over at me, and she's like, "You're so angry." My face is just like. Oh. Well, I think what it is like, okay, lesbian shit has never been interesting to me.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when I was exposed to it early, it always was these girls who were just trying to get guy attention, and it just came across as lame and needy and trying too hard.
So hot though.
So it's never sexy to me. It would only be hot if like
they have to be bisexual and into it.
Sure,
that's the best.
And I got to be in the threesome and watch that happen, see them enjoy it. But when I see that, like, oh, we're just being gay just to like.
No. I mean, like two girls making out with your cock in the middle.
that's just like unfair. Like that's
No,
obviously amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah, okay, so
That's incredible.
you just went back at what you said.
I won't go back on the.
It's not the
them
kissing
trying-
part. It's the intention behind it.
Yeah, and it just gives me douche chills.
Let me ask you something. Can you watch, like, if you're watching straight porn,
Yeah.
can you watch like a dude kiss a girl? Like, does that turn you on at all?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That means nothing to me, especially if it's like real porn. Maybe if it's amateur porn, that could turn me on. Like, like where it's like really a couple, they're trying to sell that. But if it's like, look, you're just watching famous porn stars, like kissing, those scenes always bother me because I'm like, come on, neither of you care about this bullshit. Like,
no, and I think that's why I like it is because I enjoy kissing during sex.
Yeah.
And it's just something weird about when you like really plant one with a girl that means nothing to you. It's just some whatever.
Yeah.
There's something about it.
You like also kissing is not romantic then to you. You could enjoy kissing a girl that you don't care about. Obviously I could if she was hot. Like if Jessica Alba, I'm not gonna be like, I don't have any emotions for her, so it's not fun kissing her. Like I'll fucking stick my tongue down Jessica Alba's throat. But
a long time ago, I was involved with this chick who we were just F buddies.
Yeah.
And I made a rule to not kiss. I was like, and she thought that was very weird.
Yeah.
She was just like, that's one of the best parts or whatever. Like during sex, I'm like, no, it's gonna develop feelings. No kissing.
Yeah.
And I just kind of stuck to that rule, like with
her. Yeah.
And at some point, we just kissed, and I was just like, oh my god,
I'm in love.
This is great because I don't care about this chick.
Oh, yeah.
There's something dirty about it because you're supposed to kiss somebody that you like and is meaningful. This just it came across as dirty to me.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I was into it.
I think they just don't. I get what she was doing though. She didn't want the intimate moment.
Anytime you guys want to do some work together, holler at me. Okay?
All right,
cool.
I love having you guys around. Happy fucking New Year.
Yeah. Shout out to Jake Halsey. Check out Kung Fu Hall. I'm sure he's got like websites or whatever. Look up Jake Halsey on Instagram, and I'm sure you can find out his classes.
Strikecoach_99.
Oh, thank you. That's perfect.
There's the address for the boxing class too in his bio there.
Okay.
1774 Danforth Ave.
Kung Fu Hall Dojo.
Yeah. But yeah, I think she was trying to prevent kissing as an intimate thing. Mm-hmm. That was probably more for her. Is that she's like, anyone I kiss, I develop feelings for.
Yeah.
So don't kiss me. Yeah.
Like I like kissing romantic. I like kissing my girlfriend, but I mean, like, there's something about kissing a girl during sex that you don't care about.
Yeah.
It's dirty to me. I don't know what it is.
Mm.
So that's the turn on.
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
like, what's dirty about it? If you don't care.
You're like, it's an intimate thing.
Well, like kissing can be dirty. I get that.
And it can feel like sweet, and it could feel. But if you don't have any of that in you,
I see what you're saying.
it's just kind of dirty.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. Yeah.
So you have fucked girls with no kissing?
Yeah.
That weren't hookers?
No, I was telling them like I was messing with this girl, and I told her no kissing.
Yeah.
And she was weirded out by that.
Yeah.
And then later on,
I know guys who could just put girls into a category where it's like, this girl just sucks my dick.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, I need to do that.
I had a girl like that once, and then she told me like, well, what if I started liking you? And I just said, oh, well, that would complicate things. And then I left after 5 minutes, and we never hooked up again.
Good for you.
Yeah.
What if I start liking you? All right, don't worry. Next time, I won't take a shower before, and you'll suck my dirty dick. Then
Yes.
you'll never like me.
And then I will like you. Oh, fuck yeah.
Have you ever had your dick sucked where you didn't think about, oh, I'm not clean? Like, do you worry about that? You're like, oh, I'm not. Yeah?
Yeah, I do. My girl tries to get into it with me, and I'm like, oh, I think I have like all day dick on me. I want to go at least rinse.
And then you say no? That's very kind of you.
I get a little bit like weird about that. Yeah.
I
have to love you to let you lick my dirty asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's trust there. There's fucking trust there.
Asshole I would never ever do if it was dirty, but dick, I don't know if I've ever I don't think I've ever thought about it.
She comes up with a goatee.
What's Lee doing here? What the fuck? That's disgusting.
It's foul for sure.
Turns me on more now you look like Lee.
How dirty do dicks
let's
get? I guess they get pretty dirty, like dick cheese under the hood and stuff.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
They can get pretty dirty.
I mean, yeah. It's so I try to be as with everybody as
clean as possible.
Do you guys like the gross smells of your body? Like, one of my favorite smells is like belly button gunk.
I've never.
Even my girl's belly button gunk, I'll just grab, be like, oh my god, it's like the best. It's really weird.
Is like a weird. I'm trying to find the right word, but I do know what you're talking about. It was the same thing that when I was a kid, one of my friends told me he likes the smell of gasoline.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I like gasoline.
But I don't think he like. For me, those smells. It's not that I'm like, oh, I want to whatever smell that more on a different day. But in that moment, there's something that it's doing to your brain sensors that you're like you can't stop. You're doing it.
You know what my favorite is? That's really gross. Is fucking toenails. I get my toenails really long. I cut them and then I stuff them up my nose. They smell so fucking good.
No, I smelled the dirty toenail of mine, and I know what he's saying. It's not like I love it, but I'm like, this should be more foul to me, but I don't mind.
No, I truly like it. I love it.
I don't know. It stinks, but it's like it's your own foulness. So it's kind of like your brain doesn't go like. I think you have a problem. It's like your own foulness.
It's just like the monkey part of our brain, I guess. Like
that's a good point. Yeah, that might be it. I'm with you. I just don't. I can't say like. There's something. There's something weird about like it does something to my brain. It's itching something.
Like it's like spicy food. Like it's kind of painful, but kind of enjoyable too.
Or like you ever like walk for like a really long time and you get home and you put your feet up and your feet fucking like they hurt because you've been walking so long, and then but something about that hurt feels fucking amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what that is, but I love it. And like I'll put if my feet hurt from walking a lot, I'll push them against something like the couch or something, and it hurts more when I'm putting pressure against that, and that feels fucking amazing. No boners, but like there's something about it feels good.
Yeah,
the pain.
Yeah,
that's why I understand like BDSM people, even though it's not my thing, because I'm not like a sub or whatever.
Yeah,
but I understand the connection of pain and like liking that.
Yeah. Yeah, another one I really like is like when you're really sick for like 3 weeks, and then when you start to get better, your sinuses begin to unclog, and you'll just drain.
Oh yeah.
In the shower or whatever. Oh, I love that feeling.
I like having diarrhea. I do. Yeah. It's easy to wipe. I feel light.
I like it when I shit blood. Yeah. You're an alcoholic.
You know what though? There is something pleasurable about when you have diarrhea and you sit on the toilet and it just immediately evacuates everything.
It
and then you're like
right out of your ass and then just spits it all out. Yeah, it's great.
And then you're going, oh, I'm done. I don't have to sit here for the next 15 minutes. Yeah. This is it. I got it all out. There's something pleasurable about that.
Pleasurable.
Yeah,
pleasurable.
2.5 wipes later, you're done.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't ask. Wait, did we ask? How'd you feel about the workout?
Dude, I fucking loved it, honestly. I'm going to keep coming every week. Yeah, I fucking loved it. I feel really good.
Does he?
We were doing like light sparring at the end. Just throw you right into it.
I might have some boxing gloves for you.
Yeah?
Because I know he said you were like, you can borrow these for an hour or whatever.
That'd be amazing.
I don't know if they're any good. Like,
it doesn't matter, whatever.
But I'll give them to you.
Thank you. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll just bring them next week.
Thank you.
But actually, you live in the area, so if you have another class, just let me know and I can give you the day before.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it looked like it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. I'll say this now. Something about watching that, I was totally attracted to Sid Harlow. Like watching her punch some things. Yeah. Maybe I am a sub.
Me and Sid Harlow have had a few weird nights together. I'm sure I've told this story.
Yeah.
She won't give a fuck. But we had a few really weird nights together, dude. We just like winded up like doing coke together and hanging out. And then we'd go back to her house, but like we knew it wasn't romantic. We knew we were just like friends. Because when you're coming down from coke, it's just kind of uncomfortable. Yeah. So we would just like make out through the discomfort of the coke come down.
Sure.
And it never went past that. And that was all it was. We both knew it. It was very strange. We just like make out and talk on coke.
I think I said this last time, but to me, look, besides the coke part, it sounds actually like just like a nice night amongst friends.
It's what it was, yeah. It was like it was like that. It was like doing coke with Lee, but it's with a older woman, so you make it a little bit, I don't know.
I assumed you guys make out when you guys do coke as well. Lee's been talking about loving to kiss this whole time, so I assume she's really, a little whore.
She's a really awesome person though. She's got some stories.
Like we had her once.
Being like she was
like we had her one once.
What's it called when they like whip people and she's like a dominatrix?
Oh yeah, dominatrix.
She was like a dominatrix for decades and shit like that. Her and her husband used to make films, and she has all these like masks and like whips and like different sex toys and torture items.
Yeah, I think there's good money in that.
Yeah, she used to make a living with her husband doing that.
What?
Being beat up. You're just talking about enjoying pain.
Oh yeah. I don't actually like that. I'm not a
Yeah,
sub.
I don't get that one.
You
No,
think you'd ever try it just to see?
it's just not. It's not like I've checked out so many things, whether it was online or in person, and I know what I'm into and I'm not into. If
Picturing you in a full-blown leather gimp outfit is tickling me.
Oh my
Imagining
God.
you with a leather mask and gag ball.
We need to get Sanker a furry costume.
yeah, that would be funny. I wouldn't even say no
Please do
to
a
having it.
podcast
If
of
you
furry
paid for
costume.
it,
That'd be great.
I wouldn't be against having it.
Okay.
But there's nothing in me that says. But if a girl was like, I prefer to be more dominant, can I do these things to you? I'd be fine with trying it. I'll try anything once, but
Yeah.
it's not. It doesn't do anything for me.
I tried getting tied up and blindfolded once.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is stupid.
I don't mind blindfolded because you know what's great about having a girlfriend and being blindfolded, especially the longer you have your girlfriend, she blindfolds you, and then if she jerks you off, you can pretend like it's not your girlfriend. It's great.
I tried the whipped cream and chocolate syrup thing, and me and the girl were just like, this is disgusting.
God, yeah, that one's gross too.
Yeah, exactly. We found out immediately how
I don't
nasty
get the
that was.
food thing. Oddly
Yeah.
enough, that I don't because it's sticky.
I don't get it either. The
Yeah,
mixing
yeah.
of the two.
We saw in a movie and just tried it.
No, you got to look. I think all those things you have to try them. I think I tried the strawberry and whipped cream thing too, and it's just it's all right. It's cool. I think it looks better to like see a girl covered in like whipped cream and stuff for like photos, like like pin-up photo or whatever. But like in real life, it's not.
What about the public thing? I've done it, but like it's not my thing. I just find it stressful and annoying. I'd rather just be in a room.
I get it.
I haven't gotten stressed, but yeah, it's just kind of like it's not my thing. It just feels like let's just go to a room where it's comfortable.
Of course,
exactly.
of course. But if you're doing it, if there's someone that you do it in a room anytime, I
guess it's kind of a fun bonding experience. I like that part of it, but I don't like particularly enjoy the act. It doesn't elevate it for me.
Yeah, I have no interest in like doing the whole taking a girl to the bathroom stall and like that just is not appealing to me at all.
You know what's? I think I talked about this on the podcast, so forgive me if I did. But one time, me and my girl were at Cherry Beach. We used to go to Cherry Beach real late at night to just sit, and my girl loves watching the water, right? But it was at a time where it was right before we had a show in Toronto that we were producing. So we had flyers in the car, and she was really great at, like, anybody she sees, she would say, like, hey, check out our show, right? So we're at Cherry Beach, and there's one car, and she's like, I'm just going to give this to them before they leave. So she goes to knock on this SUV, and he's like, what? No, whatever, right? That's all I hear, because I'm in the car. She comes back, and she's like, I just handed a flyer to two people who were fucking. Hey, you want to check out our show? Get the fuck out of here, or get in. I don't know.
I was into that.
Yeah?
Fucking in the car.
Yeah,
when
that's
I was,
public
When I was
fucking,
driving, I was really into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause
Oh,
I'd pick
while
up-
you're driving.
Well, not while driving. Sorry, when I was
yeah.
driving back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I would go pick up my girlfriend who lived
Before
in
they
Brampton.
removed your license.
Yes. I'd go pick her up and we'd go around like her parents' house and just.
Yeah.
I was into it.
Why would you go to her parents' house?
No, to pick her up.
Oh, to pick
and then,
her up.
And then
Oh,
we
sorry.
just drive around somewhere and find like an empty spot.
Yeah.
And it's always fun when you find another car steamed up. And
Yeah, you're
people
like-
in there all right, this is a good place. This place checks out. They're cool.
No, I like car stuff for sure. It's the only thing that removes you go back seat, right?
Everywhere.
Oh, you do front? Because I'll say the only problem with the back seat is when I drive there, it removes some of the spontaneity away from it because you get there and you're like, oh, we should just have sex here, but then you both have to sheepishly get out and then open the doors and go in the back.
Yeah, that's always like the funniest part about sex. The sheepish like. We just finished.
Yeah.
Put the clothes back on. Like, I don't know why.
Two whores.
Yeah, and I always try to mask all that awkwardness with talking.
Yeah.
And it just comes off as worse.
Yeah,
It's even more awkward. Just put your clothes on and hope it happens again.
Honestly, even with my girlfriend, I think like the after sex moments can be, I won't say awkward, but it's if we're not going to bed immediately after, there's something so weird and surreal about like finishing,
Really,
and then getting up and going to watch Breaking Bad. Like, there's something so weird about it. But it's not.
I feel like after I fuck a girl, all my awkwardness is gone. I just don't give a shit. Because the awkwardness is like wanting that to happen for me. And then
but then there's no awkwardness for me because it's my girlfriend. So like, there was no
it's your
awkwardness before.
Yeah.
So
true.
the only awkwardness left is like, well, that was fun. You want to go finish that episode?
I have a really good routine right now.
Oh, yeah?
Sex, yeah. We go to the bathroom. We turn the shower on. She scratches my back.
That's the best. It's better than
And then I
sex.
take a shower.
Oh, really?
And then she showers after me, yeah.
Do you have back knee? Why is she scratching your
No,
back?
she just scratches my back, and I love it.
Oh,
It just
okay.
feels
Best.
so good.
It's the fucking best.
I didn't even know I loved it that much. But she just, out of nowhere, once just started scratching it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is incredible.
Oh,
so now I'm like
okay.
addicted to it. I'm
Okay,
like so used to it.
There's this move that like rub and tug ladies do. They'll kind of
Yeah.
like gently like glide their nails over your back and like tickle
Yeah,
your
yeah,
taint and
yeah,
stuff. I've taught my girlfriend now how to do that because it's my favorite thing ever. It's my favorite thing.
And talking an Asian accent. Oh, good boy. Big boy.
I tape her eyes back and everything.
Oh man. Yeah. No, a lot of tickling is actually like if you get the right spots, it feels good. It feels
Oh,
good.
it's the
Like
best.
not tickling. Like you don't want to be like you know, like
Not tickling, no. Tickling
but
sucks.
grazing, like some grazing
Yes.
against things.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's good stuff.
I like get my toes sucked too.
Interesting.
It feels really good. They
I don't
sucking
think I
sucking
can
your
do
toes.
that. I think it'd be ticklish.
Yeah.
I'm a
I think I
ticklish
would.
person.
Yeah. I've like kissed a foot, but not like yeah.
No, what's the hottest thing in the world to me is like belly grizzle. Like I don't like girls who are too like I like them to have like a little bit of grizzle.
What's grizzle? You mean
Just like a little bit of chubby,
Oh, okay.
but the perfect amount. I call it grizzle. That's the sexiest thing in the world to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lee's grizzled right now.
Lee has too much grizzle. not into it.
He's
There's a
all
lot of-
polar bear.
You're missing out by some sizzle in this grizzle. Run me over.
I love how much Lee hates being fat. It's hilarious. he's more insecure about it than Sanker.
I'm getting used to it.
Well, yeah, you got to get used to it. It's
No,
like
I get it. I mean, like, I don't like it right now either.
And I was telling Sanker inside, I was like, because I would talk shit about fat people. I'd be like, how the fuck do you let yourself go so? And now I can see how it sneaks up on you, dude.
Yeah.
you just get older. You stop walking as much, and then you get fat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Your metabolism works.
Slows down. Yeah. But it's also you just stop like going anywhere. Like I'm sure your girl drives you a lot of places or whatever. But even so, like if you're in Coburg, if you're driving everywhere, like walking, that used to be my thing. That's the only thing that ever kept me from gaining a lot of weight was I used to walk everywhere. And the second you got a car and you drive everywhere
you're
and
fucked.
you're eating like a piece of shit, you're fucked. Yeah.
Fucked, eh?
You got to take on a good diet. The second you get a car, you got to have a good diet. If you don't, you're fucked.
Yeah, like my diet's getting a little bit better. We were eating out a lot at first, but now we're like cooking, making soups and stuff like that.
You guys should box with us, you fucking pussies.
Sure.
For the pod.
Well, hey, we have to have somebody on.
What?
So we would have to get.
We'll do it after. Discuss or.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I'm
or
fine with
class.
that. Yeah.
Too bad Lewis was
If you want, I'm just throwing it out there.
Lewis would have had a lot of good footage for his show.
Yeah.
His
Lewis
thing,
TV shows.
Oh, Lewis TV. Yeah. Yeah, he could have done boxing.
We can do it again. He does it every week.
We're going to Vegas soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Me, Lewis, and Matt Glenn.
Matt Glenn. Yeah. Matt the owner. Matt
We're
Glenn.
doing
yeah.
another podcast from abroad.
I have I have a trip planned to New York in September. If anybody wants to come to that,
Oh, yeah, what are you doing there? Just hanging
there is
out?
a pickup artist seminar I'll be attending.
Oh, okay. How long are you going for?
It's just one night. I'm gonna go see James and do comedy and stuff. It's just this. I'm just planning a trip around this one thing I want to go to.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I pictured him getting to the seminar, drinking Kool-Aid, and dying. It was a cult. You didn't know it.
Are you sure this is gonna get me pussy?
It's special pussy.
Yeah. 72 virgins, dude, in the afterlife. You fucking idiot.
I don't know. I'll think about it. I do want to go to New York in this year.
I want to go
Now
see
it's this
LA.
year.
Go to Austin. Fuck it, dude.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Well, now there's enough comics in New York that I would actually like, even just to hang out and like see what it's like.
I'm not that interested in LA. New York's always fun.
Yeah.
But I want to check out Austin.
Well, LA's so far to like go there, but I guess Austin would probably be the same.
LA would be cool, dude.
And LA's like
Comedy
is
stars
in
too?
bad shape apparently.
What? The city?
Yeah.
Yeah,
People go there and
yeah.
they're like frightened. Like it's that bad.
Yeah.
Like Skid Row is just spread
yeah.
everywhere now. So
But isn't it like that here too? It's way worse down there though.
No, way worse than here.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
They're more aggressive,
More
and
aggressive.
psychopathic over there.
Yeah.
Here you'll run into that one psycho, but it's just a lot of. I don't know.
Toronto's just bad in context of what Toronto used to be, but LA is bad in context of what Fallujah used to
It's
be.
like a whole town, right, of tent city.
It's terrible. Yeah. It's there in
ghost
San
town.
Francisco. Is really bad. That's what I hear.
crazy.
Yeah. And I love San Francisco. I really want to go to San Francisco one day. I don't know why. I've always had this like interest in San Francisco. One of my favorite movies was based in San Francisco, so I just
What movie?
it's called Sucker Free City.
Oh,
It's by Spike Lee.
okay.
Yeah,
Never heard of that one.
It never. So he was supposed to. It was supposed to be a show, and he did a 2-hour like pilot, I guess, almost. And then Showtime or like whoever was going to pick it up, they didn't pick it up. But then he released it as a movie with Showtime, and it stars, Anthony Mackie, who's like the Falcon and thing.
Yeah.
It was like before he was famous. It's really good.
He's Captain
Really
America
sad.
now, dude.
Yeah, that's right. So it's really sad. But anyway, that movie takes place in San Francisco, and since then I've always been interested. Also, the 49ers are my football team, so I just want to go to San Francisco. But I hear it's shit.
Yeah, I think we'd mentioned it. Like
The
San
city
Francisco
shit?
has they have an app. Like
What?
An app of like in San Francisco
To avoid crackheads?
No,
Yeah.
of like where like homeless people have taken a shit. So people will spot a homeless shit, like snap a picture of it and upload it to this app,
That's hilarious.
and it's fucking flooded.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like I forget. I think it's a Peel Regional website.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
showing like all the crime that's in Mississauga.
Yeah.
Regional, and dude, the dots. It's like every neighborhood, every area had like
Wow.
a break and entering. Or like a theft or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like it's a pile of shit right now. Dude.
That's what I hear. I hear it's so bad. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
your-
that guy
people.
was like the loser on Epstein's Island. Like, oh, he's just the shit app guy. Fuck him. Like, he's, he's like the bottom rung.
Send him a 14-year-old. We're keeping all the
Yeah, one of the old ones, the old bitches.
the old whores. Yeah.
And if we're telling the truth, he probably just liked getting shit on.
Yeah, probably.
Like a nice steaming pile on your chest. That's probably what he was into.
Oh, there's some crazy crackhead staring at me right now.
Oh yeah, I got hit by
You staring
one.
at us?
Ah, he fucked off.
Oh, okay.
I got hit by one on the way here when I was like waiting outside and Jake wasn't here yet. But the guy was so nice. But he was just, you could tell he was crazy. But he was like, "You have a happy new year, man." And I go, "You too." Thank you. And then he walked away. I was like, "Oh, that was nice." It was totally psychotic, but it was nice.
Well, so it's not nice. It was threatening.
He's strapped under your car right now.
He's gonna follow you home, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we did the whole podcast.
Nice.
Next week we'll
Yeah.
probably be back at our old spot or whatever.
Rivals?
Yeah. Just because, punching. We were talking about the punching. You would have had to have the headphones to see how
Just sounded like
how
shit,
loud
yeah.
it was.
Yeah, it's-
It was so funny, but I think it's still funny. I'm excited to like splice this all together.
That might be quite a job, eh?
It's not gonna be that bad. The what'll be more is I have to figure out, do we just put on the Matt stuff on Patreon or
I think it should start with us
Put it
trying to do the podcast, then coming out here, and then put that clip that I shot while you were outside with him and Sid boxing each other.
Oh, okay, yeah.
End it with that.
Okay, well, I see. End it with it. Okay, all right. Well, this probably should not be on the podcast. It's producing how we're gonna edit it.
Yeah.
But thank you for listening.
We're peeling back the curtain here on Comedy.
That's right.
Right, baby. Stay tuned.